You're right, lads. Another fucking shit display by Newcastle. I'm sorry, I didn't even use my usual thing. That was fucking bullshit. There isn't a huge amount to say. We'll lose 3-0. We'll go down to 9 men, and every single one of them fucking deserved it. Seriously, Leicester deserved 3-0 win. We deserved to get beaten 3-0. Both men deserved to be sent off. You know, this isn't. I wouldn't say this is Mike Dean. I know he has a kind of a thing against us in general, but this wasn't him. It fucking deserved it, and I can't stand that kind of bullshit because honestly, it's a fucking club we love. Every fan that's either in that stadium or boycotting it, it doesn't matter whether or not you agree with the whole boycott thing. That's not important, really, because every one of yous love the club. Just it depends on how you want to go about it, and we'll have to sit through this. Leicester City was the one match when I thought that okay, maybe, you know, it's probably our best chance maybe to get a point or 3 points. You know, because we're getting Dummett back in Sissoko. You know, Sam De Jong will be a little bit fitter, all that kind of shit. And no, we got fucking destroyed. And Leicester fans, you fucking deserved it. 3-0 was well, I was going to say it's about right. Not about 5-0 was about right. Because Leicester were brilliant. Not that you just did everything easily as well. The first goal, 38 seconds from, I think it was a corner. Fucking, you know, shit happens, usual. The good header. Thought, okay, this looks like shit, but let's be honest, 1-0 down. It's only a minute in. It's not as if it can, you know. I was going to say it's not as if it can get worse. Well, actually, fucking well did. And a bit later, second goal from, I think it was Morgan, from a free kick. Nobody watching him. Just for some unknown reason, our defensive line during the free kick was right forward, which meant that they had more room to run in. Our players don't look like they're fucking arsed to run. They can't be arsed. They're just lazy shits right now. Out of that match, only 2 players, I thought, came out with any kind of credit, and that was Tim Krul, because although he let 3 in, he probably saved about 2 others that were definite goals. And, you know, he's the only one really to kind of seem to try. And then Jack Colback. And only really because Jack Colback's defensive midfielder, and he just keeps trying. Even Gutierrez, who's one of the more sort of consistently hard-working players that we've ever had. And I mean, it doesn't matter whether he plays shit or not, he'll at least try his fucking best. He looked like now. Perez, couple of glimpses here and there, but both Riviere and Perez. First of all, I don't know why Riviere was on the field by second half. Should have been gone then and there. But in Perez's case, he'll show a bit of brilliance, you know, moving the ball around once or twice, you know, but they got themselves set up for chances, and they won't take the shot. They just refuse to until it's exactly perfect. And the problem is, this is the Premier League. You're never going to get an exactly perfect chance. See if you can go a whole season without seeing one team out of 20 get a perfect chance. It doesn't happen all the time. Not even one goal. Sam De Jong ended up coming on. So a little bit of them. So probably more of them than any of the other players, but that's not saying much, and that's only a tiniest bit. Armstrong, he came on and he looked like he wanted to do something, but eventually we were already down to 10 men by that time, thanks to Mike Williamson, so he didn't exactly have help. He was pretty much up there by himself with Sam De Jong trying to provide a little bit of backup from behind him, but anyways, basically both Williamson's yellow cards that ended up with the red, especially the second one, deserved it. Janmat, you know, deserved it. Penalty in the second half. Riviere jumping into the back of Vavosky, or something like some random name like that, who in fairness did alright. Not Riviere, I mean Vavosky. Riviere was shit, he should have been gone. The penalty wouldn't have happened if he'd have been gone by then. And we lost 3-0, fucking deserved it, completely fucking deserved it. And quite frankly, there's only one thing that might make me sort of, I suppose, well, actually there's two things that might make me kind of give a shit, actually watch the West Brom game. And that is, either Mike Ashley just pissed, well, actually saying that, right now, if we want to survive, we can't have Mike Ashley piss off. If we get relegated or survive, he can piss off all the fuck he wants. But to be honest, it's one of the last things we need, unfortunately. I'm just being practical. Actually, part of me genuinely hates me saying this. I'm just being practical. If we want to survive, we don't want him leaving, and he's not going to, so I wouldn't worry about that. And John Carver either resigning or Mike Ashley just telling him to fuck off. The championship's over. Hell, if you want to bring in Steve McLaren for 5 games, be my fucking guest. This is our 8th loss in a row. It genuinely can't get any worse with John Carver at the helm. Bring in Steve McLaren. If he only survives 5 games, he only fucking survives 5 games, but at least it's an attempt. Under John Carver, we're not going to win. We are not going to win another game, and therefore we are going to get relegated. Which is just something we don't want to see, because if we get relegated, odds are the reason we get relegated is because Sunderland have been able to stay up. There's just little else to say. Just get rid of John Carver. I couldn't give a shit. Honestly, as an assistant manager, he might be alright. Personally, I still wouldn't consider him all that good as assistant manager, but at least he had a little bit of passion. But the weird thing is, as soon as he became a head coach, passion went out the fucking window. There's a difference between passionate about football and passionately just shouting at every fucker who gives you the chance. 8th loss in a row. I'm expecting at least 10. West Brom will get Cisse back. I suppose that's not horrible news. Apparently he apparently had a bit of a limp, but it's gone now. So, anyways, basically, I'd play Perez and Cisse up front. I would bring back I'd bring Sam de Jong to start. I don't know why Ryan Taylor was on the pitch to begin with. Not because he's shit, but just because there was no need for him. Hell, I'd like to say Gouffran, maybe. So we had irony that seemed funny enough ever since we lost ever since Gouffran got dropped. He looked even shitter. Sammy Amiobi. The thing is that right now we don't need quality players, because even from the players who are meant to be quality, we're not getting it. So we need players who are passionate. You know what, Sammy Amiobi gave a fuck. You know, he might not have ran as much as we needed him, he might not have been as skillful as we needed him, but at least he gave a fuck. Janmat's gone. Put Ryan Taylor at right back. What is it with everybody right now deciding that Ryan Taylor isn't a full back? He was always a fucking full back. He was always a right back. He ended up getting switched to left back. Played alright. Got Dummett back. Okay, play him in the middle. Williamson's gone. Put Anita on the left. Against Swansea, Anita wasn't shit. Basically, every single decision that Bastard is making is just gone wrong. I don't know. I might as well end it there. If you want to put in the comment section below how much you hate him, please be my fucking guest. This has been the GeordieJedi. Leave a like if you can, it really helps. Subscribe for more videos. The only reason I'm watching these matches really now is for you, so I can do my review. Genuinely the only reason. Because I think I spent more time on Twitter seeing what everyone else was saying about the match than actually watching the match. You know, people say that's, you know, it's a bit sad, but quite frankly it's more interesting. If we were winning or putting up a fight, I'd watch the match, but no. May the force be with you.